y'all, my name is Taylor. If you've never met me in real life before, I put out new videos every single Monday and Friday. I would love if you would go ahead and click that subscribe button so you can follow along on my journey. So as many of you know, I lived in a hotel for about 2 months. And today I'm going to share 3 of my awkward hotel stories that happened. So living in a hotel, you witness all kinds of things. And I could probably do 18 parts of this video. But today I'm just going to share 3 stories. So the first story I'm going to share is that within my hotel, there was a woman who I am 95% sure was a prostitute. She had a different man in and out of her hotel room every single night. And they were always smoking weed, drinking, and they would come in for a couple hours, and then she would see him out to his car around 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And this was constant. When I say I saw more men come in and out of that hotel room, I am not lying. It was a different man all the time. And the really sad part about it was that you could tell every time that a man left her hotel room, she was broken. You could see she didn't even know what was going on. She had taken something, she had been drinking too much, whatever it was, but she was not in a state of mind to even be making decisions. And so I wonder if she was kind of self-medicating to get herself through that. And then another thing is that she would always try and talk to me and ask me questions about who I was, what I was doing there, and because I didn't want to get tangled up in all that, I just wouldn't talk to her. And she would always have these conversations with me when she had one of those men there. And so then they would both start in asking me what I was doing, how much money I was making, yada yada yada. And I don't know if they were trying to recruit me, but I had no interest in that whatsoever. The second awkward hotel story I have is an incident in the parking lot. So I was taking my dog Ellie out one night to go to the bathroom for the last time. It was about 10 o'clock at night. It was not late at all. I took my dog out. I have her on a leash. She's going to the bathroom, and out of the corner of my eye I see a flash of movement. So naturally I turn my head, and when I turn my head, there's a man and a woman in a car having sexual relations. So I turned my head back very quickly because that was a lot more than I had intended to see. Next thing I know, a couple seconds later, this guy gets out of the car, pulls his pants up, zips them, and starts smoking a cigarette as if nothing was happening. And I can see this girl in the car like trying to pull herself together as well. And I'm just thinking in my head, A, why are you doing this in the car in the parking lot when there's this hotel right here that you can go into? B, why would you not wait to get dressed while I'm standing right here? C, if you are going to get dressed, like, why are you getting out of the car to show me that you're pulling your pants up and zipping them and all of that? It was just really gross and unnecessary, and so I kind of like hurried Ellie up and we ran back inside. The third hotel story actually happened the night before I was moving out. It was about 11:30 at night, and I had been up late that night because I was still packing, getting things ready to move, all of that, and I could start to hear this screaming like I've never heard 2 people scream, especially in a hotel. And me, the nosy person that I am, goes up to the little door hole, and I'm like looking through and listening because I'm trying to see what's going on because I'm nosy. She's screaming at him to leave. He's screaming at her that he hates her. They're both just cussing every other word. It's vibrating the walls, and I'm wondering how come no one else has heard this. Like, why isn't anyone doing anything? I'm like, should I call the front desk? I don't really know. And then all of a sudden I hear some shuffling, some slamming of doors, and they come literally directly in front of my door, my peephole, where I can see them. They are still screaming and fighting. I'm watching because I'm nosy, like I said. And all of a sudden she cocks back her fist and punches this guy in the face in a way that I had never seen a female hit a man like that. She just pop. like square in his jaw. I mean, you could hear it. You could hear her fist connect with him. It was like this woman had hit someone before. She was not messing around. And then all of a sudden, he shoves her into the wall. And I don't know what came over me, but I literally like lost all train of thought. I am, mind you, in like a t-shirt because I'm ready for bed, no makeup, hair's a mess, all of that. But the moment he pushed her, which they are both in the wrong here, she popped him in the face, he pushed her, they're both screaming like inappropriate all the way around. I open the door and I say, cut it out! Like, what came over me? I literally was like standing there with no pants on. They both look at me like, who is this chick and what does she think she's doing? And then at that point, the police come down the wall. And so at this point, I have inserted myself into this domestic violence situation. And so now I have to give a statement to the police about what I saw, how I interjected, yada yada yada. Now hotel staff is down here, police is down here, I'm down here. Luckily I got to leave pretty early, gave a quick little statement to the police and got to go back in my room. They did allow me to put pants on before I continue to talk to them, but it was literally the craziest thing I think I've seen in a really long time. And I was really surprised at how it all turned out, and I went to bed that night so grateful that the next day I would be leaving and that the house I would be moving into would not have any domestic violence. Those are my 3 awkward hotel stories. I'm telling you, I could make up a whole bunch more because living in a hotel, you see all kinds of people coming in and out, and you hear and see all kinds of things. So I hope this video was entertaining to y'all. If you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my new content, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!